Visible na po ba, ma'am?
Yes.
Okey po. So, ito nga po yung ating, problem nung nakaraang meeting po, and ang hinahanap po is yung joint B. So, since nahanap naman na po natin yung AB at saka po yung GB, given na po siya, ang atin na lang pong hahanapin is yung BF and yung pong BC. Then ang ginawa ko po here is in-assume ko po parehas na, ah, tension po, tensile. So, una po ay yung vertical components po yung hinanap, and yung sa upward forces po, yun po yung sinet ko as positive.
Okay.
So, dito po sa BF, ito po yun. So, sine po siyempre yung gagamitin natin. So, sine 60. And then dito naman po yung GB. And then ito po yung A. Ay, pangit.
Mhm.
Dito po yung A. So, meron pa rin po tayong dong vertical component, and ito po yon. And downward po siya, so negative GB sine 30. Then wala naman na pong
Okay.
iba pang vertical forces, so equal 0 na po. And
Okay.
then, since BF po yung hinahanap natin, i-di-divide, nilipat ko lang po yung 3 sin 30 sa right-hand side, and then dinivide po both sides by sin 60. And ang nakuha ko po sa BF is 1.7321 kilonewtons. And then,
Mhm.
hindi po siya naging negative, so tama po yung naging assumption. Then, next naman po is yung sa horizontal force.
Okay.
And in-assume ko po na sa pa-right po is positive. So dito po is yung BC is positive, then yung BF po is positive din po, then cosine 60 naman po yung gagamitin. Then yung sa GB po is positive din naman po. So plus cosine 30 plus GB cosine 30, and then ito pong
Mhm.
AB na pa-negative. So, minus AB, and then equate lang po sa 0. And then sinubstitute ko lang po yung mga nakuha nating values for BF, GB, and AB. And then nilipat po sila sa right-hand side para po makuha natin yung value ng BC, which is ito nga pong 3.4641 kilonewtons. And then same po siya sa BF na positive po yung lumabas na answer. So, parehas pong tama yung naging assumption na tension po siya. Yan lang
Ah,
po.
okay. So correct. So how about the others na nag-try mag-solve? Nakakuha din ba kayo ng same values? No. So kung nagkamali man or iba yung assumptions nyo for the direction of your forces, wala namang problema dun. No. Kasi makukuha niyo siya. What if ipa-upload ko? No. Hindi, sige. Yung isa na lang later. Okay. Sige, good job. Thank you so much, Miss Amali, for sharing your answer. Okay, so proceed tayo sa second problem natin. Wait lang. Sige, bigay lang tayo ng isa pang example for method of joints, tapos bigay ko yung inyong activity. Okay. Ang ganda-ganda naman ng sulat ni Miss Umali dun sa kanyang solution. Nahihiya naman ako pag ako sa discussions natin. Napaka okay. So for problem number 2, wait, drawing lang muna natin. So dahil nga po wala akong presentation for this topic. So nag excuse me po. Mhm. So, vertical. Papaltan mo yung ano, yung mic mo dyan sa yan mo na, sige. Kunwari siya is straight. Ba yan? Excuse me. Oh, sino yun? Papasok sa call. Ano tong recordings? Meron bang gusto mag-record ng call? Hindi ko siya i-admit as long as walang sumasagot. Ano to? Sino siya? Anyway. So, A, B, ay, E, C, D. Sorry. Okay. So, ang problem po natin, yung problem number 2 natin is, a sign is subjected to a wind loading that exerts horizontal forces of 300 pounds on joints B and C of one of the supporting trusses. So, we have to determine the force of each member of the truss and state if the members are in tension or in compression. Okay. So, yun daw. Meron daw subjected to 300 pounds na load yung joint B natin and joint C. No? So, given na ito yung nakaka-receive ng loads natin, so i-assume natin na ito yung sign na tinutukoy. No? And yung sign natin is connected to a truss. Excuse me. And ito po, meron siyang corresponding dimensions na ibinigay. ibinigay. So, 13 feet. Naririnig niyo ba yung mga nagsisigawan sa likod ko? Okay. Yan. So, 13 feet. This is also 13. This is yan, 12 feet and 12 feet also. Okay. And yung member B din natin is 5 feet. Tapos si joint A natin, we have an angle of 45 degrees. Okay, so ito yung itsura ng ating truss. No, so we have joint A, B, C, D, E. No. And dito po sa ating problem, no, hindi naka-state or hindi clear as to what type of support yung ating so what type of supports yung meron tayo kay joint A and joint E. No. So, kapag ka ganun, we cannot assume no, kung ano mang reaction yung kung ano mang reaction ang meron tayo dito sa ating joint A and joint E. No. And na-mention ko din na kung magsa-start tayo ng analysis natin using method of joints. Ang ingay naman! Using method of joints. No. Is kailangan, no, dahil nga ang requirement niya is, two unknowns no, for us to be able to use this. Kasi, ang ginagamit lang po natin for method of joints ay yung summation of forces vertical and our summation of forces horizontal. Tara. Ay, wait lang. Klase nga ito. 6. Hindi, tapos na po si na Bernie. Ayan. Tapos, ano tawag dito? Therefore, hindi tayo pwedeng mag-start kay supports. No, even though sinabi ko kahapon or dun sa meeting natin na mas magandang mag-start on the supports kapag ganitong method of joints. No, so case-to-case basis pa din. No, kasi nga, just like in this problem, meron tayong unclear descriptions about our supports. Kaya hindi tayo pwede doon mag-start. No? So therefore, hanap tayo ng ibang joint ngayon na merong dalawang unknowns lamang. So that is joint C. No? Kasi kay joint C, dalawang unknowns lang or dalawang members lamang ang nakakabit natin. No? So ang unknown lang natin is BC and CD. No? So let's start at joint C. So ang FBD natin is ito. And then we have yan, member BC and member CD. Di pa ako tapos. Mamaya. This is joint C. Now, and for the directions of our um, forces para sa kanya-kanyang members, pwede tayo mag-assume again. So, sige. Assume lang natin ito. No. Tapos, yan. So, yan yung nagiging components natin. Ito yung ating member BC, member CB, and member CD. No, so, yung horizontal force natin na 300 pounds. So, ito yung itsura ng ating FPD. So, meron pa tayong elements na kulang dito, which is our angle. No? So, kung dito, kung hahanapin natin si angles, no? Pwede nating gamitin yung dimensions na binigay sa atin. Since ang ina-analyze naman natin is at joint C, no, pwede nating kunin yung opportunity, no, na kuhanin tong si triangle natin. Triangle CBD. No? And, wait, nalimutan ko palang i-add kanina. Si member BD po is perpendicular to member CD and member DE. No? Kaya siya ay nagpo-form siya ng triangle. No? And, ko-confirm natin na siya ay right triangle using the Pythagorean theorem. So, this is 12, this is 5, this is 13. So, kung tama na siya ay right triangle, no? 'Di ba yun yung ano? 5 squared plus 12 squared. No? So, dapat ang lalabas dito is 13. Tama po ba? Okay. So, 13 yung hypotenuse natin. So, mako-confirm natin na siya ay right triangle. Okay. So, pwede nating makuha si angle na ito, no, using our functions. So katawa ulit. Ano yun? Parehas kami ng headset ni Sir Padulyo, eh. Yeah, ganyan din yung nangyari sa kanya last time. Nagre-record siya ng wala, rinig yung usapan namin pero buti na lang mahina. Kanya, hindi nangyayari yun sa'kin. Mm. Okey. So, yan. Ito yung kailangan nating angle here, 'no? So, you can use whatever functions, 'no, mahalin dito sa tatlo, pero I'm more comfortable using yung tangent functions natin, ano. So, tangent theta ay equals to sa opposite over adjacent. So so yung inverse yung ating arctangent, 'no, we have ano bang opposite ni angle na hinahanap natin? That is 5 all over the adjacent side natin is 12. So, ano po ang value of our theta? Sorry. What is the value of theta? Okay. Sige po. Hindi siya 5, hindi siya ano, hindi siya 5. Ay, hindi siya, ano ang sagot nun? Hindi siya 26. Sige pa. 22.6199. Baka naka-radian yung iba, kaya iba ang nakukuha. 6199 degrees. No, so this is your theta. You can also find this one. No, let's call this angle alpha. So yung alpha natin is 90 minus theta, which is 22.6199 degrees. This is equals to 67.3801 degrees. Kasi mas comfortable ako gumamit ng angles from or yung along x. No, kaya siya ay kinuha ko din. Pero it's up to you. Pero from here, no, ito ang gagamitin kong angle for this joint. Okay? Okay. 67.3801. Lalag na yung whiteboard ko. Okay, sige, at joint C. Okay, so ano ba yung summation natin na pwedeng unahin? Ano bang force? So, 'di ba horizontal force kasi nga meron tayong given na 300 pounds na. Mabilis nating maso-solve si horizontal component of CD. We can do this. 300 pounds. Excuse me. 300 pounds minus, no, dahil siya ay going to the left. So, CD cosine 67.3801 degrees. So, that is equals to 0. So, ano ang sagot po natin for CD? Paki-indicate kung positive or negative ang nakuha ha. So, anong sagot natin? Scheming surface. Surface smooth. As we're painless. Nanood ba kayo guys ng ano, ng Miss Universe? Kamusta naman na nanalo si Maring Jinky Pacquiao? Boo, boo. Hindi ako masyadong nanonood ng mga ganito pero very invested ako pag pag nakapagsimula. 779.9988 or 99. Sige, gawin nating 99. 9989 pounds. So if that is positive, therefore, tama yung assumption natin na CD is in compression. No, so we have an answer na for CD. Sige, yan ay nakabox yan guys. And now we can solve for the summation of vertical forces. So, lahat ng upward forces natin ang positive. Sorry. Okay. We have CD sine 67.3801 minus CB. So what is the value of CB naman? Answers? Okay, 719.9 0.9988 pounds. Okay, so positive ba ito or negative? Okay, mukhang positive lahat ng sinesend niyo. Ikaw i-include ha pag positive or negative. Okay, positive. So therefore, tama yung assumptions natin kanina that CB is intention or siya ay naka-experience ng tension, tensile forces. Okay. Ano ba yan? Okay. So that now that we have finished no, solving for the unknowns at joint C, pwede na tayong mag-proceed dun sa sunod nating joint. Now, meron tayong saan tayo kaya magpo-proceed? No, sorry. Okay, so again, hindi tayo pwede mag-analyze po kay supports kasi hindi natin alam kung anong reaction meron siya. Kaya, ang pagpipilian lang natin is joint D and joint B. Pero, kay joint B, no, kung sa kanya tayo mag-analyze, ang known forces pa lang natin is CB. No. So, AB, BE, and BD is not yet known. Kaya, wala tayong choice kundi tayo ay mag-proceed kay joint D. No. So, yan. Meron tayong tinatawag dito ngayon na zero forces members. Zero force members. No. So when we say zero force members, so sila ay mga extra members din na ginagamit natin in trusses para mag-carry ng load kapag necessary lamang. Huwag mo na dinurog. Patingin nga Sir Carvel ng core sample. Ganda. Ano pang UTM? Ala, ang ganda nun. Paano ka nakuha ng gantong sample, Sir Blase? Oh. Purple. Thank you. Okay. So, carry loads when necessary. So, ano ibig sabihin nun? So, they support other internal loadings of other members change. No. So, for example, they can they can change no from compression to tension. So, sige, pakita natin sa ating example. So, let's say meron tayo ditong truss. Yan. Meron tayong downward load P dito. No. So, kung meron tayong, or let's say this is a bridge truss. No. No. And yung bridges natin, syempre, dadaanan sila ng live loads natin. And yung live loads natin includes cars, no. So, kapag may dadaan dito, let's say may dadaan ditong sasakyan, no. So, in this span, no, sa oras na nandito si sasakyan or dito siya nagbibigay ng load, dito siya dumadaan, no, meron tayong members dito sa truss natin na ito na walang dinadalang load, no, or hindi siya part ng mga members na nagdadala ng load. No, so let's say this one. No, kapag nandito yung load natin at this point, si member na ito is walang dinadala. No. So, sabihin, more likely, si member na ito is in compression. No, kasi yung ating pong diagonal members, especially in trusses, no, are mas maayos or mas maganda silang makapagdala mas maayos silang nagre-receive or nagre-resist ng tensile force rather than compression. No. So at this point, no, probably they are in compression. So wala silang dinadalang load. No. Pero once na lumipat na si sasakyan natin papunta dito sa span na ito. No. So kung compression siya kanina, magiging tension na siya. No. Ibig sabihin, pag lumipat yung load natin, no, nag-iiba yung role nitong member na to. So, hindi na siya nagdadala ng compression, nagdadala na siya ng tension. No. So, yun yung zero force members natin. No. So, they carry loads or yung um, activity nila is dependent on the given load. No. So, this problem or just like in this situation, no, meron tayong zero force member din sa truss na ito. So that is member BD. Now, so dito at this case, at um this exact problem or this exact case, no, na yung loads natin is nandito lamang. Si member BD ay walang dinadalang load. No? So, hindi siya tumutulong sa pagdadala ng load. Siguro, ang role lamang ni zero force member dito sa problem na ito is to resist horizontal movements. No? Pagka, kapag na-applyan ng load si truss. No? So, pwede natin siyang i-prove din mathematically. No? Pero, yon ang ating zero force members. Hindi po siya or different siya from redundant members. No? Kasi si zero force members, nagdadala siya ng loads or nag-activate siya depending on your given load. And si redundant members is nag-activate kapag yung original member ay nag-fail. No. Yan. So, yun yung difference nilang dalawa. So, hindi sila tatanggalin. No, kasi kung hindi ka naman nagdadala ng load, bakit ka isasama pa diyan? No, parang ngayon pwedeng gano'n ang maging thinking, pero hindi. Meron siyang meron siyang magdadala siya ng load kung yung placement ng loads ay nasa ibang part ng truss. So, pwede dito magdadala si member B din ng load kung dito i-a-apply yung load. No. And kasi kaya naging zero force member si member BD kasi yung dinadala na load ni member CD at ni member DE ay equal. So, kaya sila naging equal is because member CD and member DE are collinear. No? So, kapag ganyang mayroong collinear members, no, they will carry the same amount of force. No? And since wala tayong applied force dito kay joint D, walang gagawin ngayon si member BD. Wala siyang i-carry na load at this specific scenario. No. So wait, papakita natin na wala talaga siyang dinadala na load using our solution. So kung magsa-summation of horizontal forces tayo, wait pala, wala pa pala tayong FBD. Nagso-solve na si ma'am, wala pang FBD. So yung FBD natin at joint D, this is member CD, this is member DE, this is member BD. No, so yung member CD natin is already in compression kaya okay lang, hindi na natin siya kailangan i-assume. So this is CD. So itong dalawa pwede nating i-assume na lamang. No? And given na member BD is what do you call this? Perpendicular. Perpendicular siya to member CD and member DE. No? Kaya para hindi tayo mahirapan mag-analyze, we can actually rotate our axis. No? Para maging horizontal and vertical forces na lamang sila. No? Wala na tayong gagamiting angle. Again, so rewriting our FBD or redrawing our FBD. Okay. May quiz ka ba? Sabihin mo sa bata, sir, wag... Hmm. Yan. So, inikot natin yung ating axis. Now, so now this is your force BD. This is force CD. And this is force DE. Okay? So, using summation of forces horizontal. So, we have DE is equals to, DE minus CD, which is yung CD natin is 779.9989 pounds. No, equals to 0. Ibig sabihin, yung DE natin is also carrying 779.9989 pounds. And nag-positive siya, therefore, eto pala, nag-positive siya, therefore, DE is also in compression. So, nagets po. So, okay na? Sige po, sir. Nagets po. No. So, CD ngayon and DE have the same value. No. So, napatunayan natin na they are both carrying the same amount of load. No. And member BD ngayon will be proven na wala siyang dinadala na load. No. So, using summation of forces vertical, lahat ng upward forces natin ang positive. So, member BD, dahil siya ay nag-iisa, no, negative BD is equals to 0. So, yung BD natin is carrying 0 pounds of force. So, totoo or ito, no, na-prove natin no, na 0 force member C tawag dito si member BD no, using numerical solutions. And na-prove din natin na nagka-carry ng same load si member DE and member CD since they are collinear and there are no other forces involved no, sa kanilang dalawang member. No. So, yung 300 pounds na to, ang magka-carry sa kanya is CD and DE. Okay po. Okay, so how about the others? So, yun. Ang tandaan po natin dito sa ating zero force members. Now, ang keyword nyo for that is nagladala lamang siya ng loads when necessary. No? Or, yung zero force members natin activates depending on the given load. No? Depende sa application ng force natin. Meanwhile, sa redundant members, so sila ay gumagana or nag-activate or nagsa-start mag-carry ng load if yung original member ay nag-fail. So, yan. Yan yung dalawa. Ha? Okay. So, kung nakapag-analyze na tayo in joint B and joint C, No, may isa na lamang tayong joint na hindi na-analyze. So that is joint B. And tama naman na pwede na natin siyang i-analyze kasi alam na natin si member BD. No, na zero siya. O, sige, sige. At joint B natin. Saan ba ako? So at joint B, ito yon. We have member BC. We have AB and BE. No. So yan yon. Tapos meron tayong 300 pounds dito na load. Okay. Tapos this is AB by tension siya. Assumptions lamang. Tapos we have CB na intention na nakuha natin. So CB intention and yung ating BE, assume natin na siya ay in tension din. Wait, pwedeng compression muna. Yan. So this is BE. This is joint B. Okay, now, anong kailangan natin sa kanya? We have to include the angles provided. No, meron tayong 45 degrees dito kanina. So how will we utilize yung 45 degrees natin? No. So this is 45 degrees. No, and kung along horizontal, itong 45 degrees na ito, and yung force natin na 300 pounds is also horizontal, sabihin, no, parallel lines yung dalawang horizontal na yon. And na-bisect sila ni 45. Ay, ni member AB. So, kung 45 to, ibig sabihin, this is also 45 degrees. Okay? And then, yung angle natin for this one, no. Yung angle natin for BE. So, medyo, siya, mag-a-analyze tayo. Yan. Okay. So, if you would look at our figure, no, we have one side of our truss, no, dahil tayo triangular truss to, no, we have one side as 13 and yung kabilang side niya is equally then 13 feet din. No. And then, meron siyang longer side na 24 feet. No. So, itong malaking triangle natin na ito, no, kapag, di ba, pagka meron tayong dalawang side na same and yung angle na to, so kung parehas sila, no, na 13, parehas sila na 13, so kung ito ay theta natin kanina, this is also theta. Pag meron tayong dalawang angles na parehas, so that is an isosceles triangle. No. So, kung ito ay theta natin kanina, then this is also theta. No, may nakuha rin tayong angle kanina, no, while analyzing joint C. That is yung ating alpha na 67.3801. Okay. So, yung angle alpha natin is running from or is measured from the horizontal axis papunta kay member CD and member DE. No. So, kung i-reflect natin siya dito, gagawa tayo ng isa pang horizontal line kasi yung atin namang truss is nakakabit on. Siya naman ay nakakonect on the ground. No. So, this is also a horizontal line. No. And Kung ito ay 67, ibig sabihin, yung angle natin mula kay horizontal papunta kay member CD and member DE, this is also your alpha. This is also 67.3801. No, pero hindi pa po tayo tapos. Ang kailangan nating angle is yung angle ni BE along with the horizontal. Oh, so paano natin makuha yon? So ang kailangan natin is this angle. So let's call this angle angle beta. So makukuha natin si angle beta using 67.3801 minus alpha natin kanina, which is, nasan ba yun? Nasan ba yung sagot natin kanina? Yung 22.6199 degrees. No, so nagets po. Nagets ito. What is the answer of beta? What is our angle beta? So 44.7602 degrees. No. So kagaya lamang nung pag-analyze natin or paglalagay natin ng angles kanina. No. Tayo. Ay, hindi pala kayo yung ano klase ko kanina. So gumagamit lang tayo ng concepts natin for triangles. No. Yan. So yan, ito po yung ating angle beta. So yan, from the horizontal papunta kay member BE, that is 44.761. So yan yung beta natin. Oh. So okay po, okay po ba ito? Almost 45 naman siya, almost 45 degrees naman siya. Kaso lang, kapag ka ganito, crucial kasi itong mga ganitong values, ano, kasi pagka ni-round up mo siya to 45, probably magbago yung inyong sagot, no? And lalayo. Hindi na siya sa decimal lang maka-affect, pati dun sa mismong whole number na. Okay po. Nagets itong ating naging analysis or naging pagkuha ng angles. Okay. Sige. So at joint B, let's resolve BE into its components. No, and yung AB natin. Ayan, okay. So, anong pwede nating unahin? So, wala ulit kasi parehas nating unknown yung components nila. So, kahit anong mauna, kahit anong mauna sa kanilang dalawa. Okay. So, kung inuna natin ng forces vertical, we can start with BE. No? So, BE natin is positive. BE sine 44.761 plus CB minus AB sine 45. So, what is the answer? Ay, wala pa pala. Sorry. We have to simplify na lang pala muna. Double unknowns pala ito. So, we have BE sine 44.761 minus AB sine 45. And then, ililipat natin sa kabila yung walang variable. Yung value ni CB kanina is positive 719.9988. Therefore, magiging negative siya, no? 9988 pounds. 9989 pounds. Okay, so dalawang unknowns pa natin. Iwan muna natin. Let's call that equation 1. We can now proceed to the summation of forces horizontal. So we have 300 pounds minus BE cosine 44.761 and then minus again yung AB natin cosine 45 is equals to 0. So, lipat natin ulit si 300 sa kabilang side. We can now get negative BE cosine 44.761 minus AB cosine 45 is equals to negative 300 pounds. So, this is our equation 2. Again, using your calculator techniques, try to solve for AB and BE simultaneously. Oh, so, kindly send your answers kapag natapos niyo. So, what is the value of AB and BE? Okay. So, ang value ng AB natin is 722.4869. 486 pounds. Okay. Yung BE na nakuha natin is negative 296.9865 pounds. No, so ibig sabihin, meron tayong error sa assumption natin for BE. No. So again, let's change this. No. Yung bis na compressive, siya ay gagawin natin tensile. Si BE. So together with its components, lipat din natin. So kailangan, I'm going to use a different colored pen para ipakita natin yung naging changes no, sa equation natin. So, sa summation of forces vertical, so dahil nga siya ay tensile na, magkakaroon siya ng negative sign dito. And then, for equation 2 natin sa summation of forces horizontal natin, kailangan si BE natin is already positive na. Positive si BE para makuha natin si positive 296.9865 pounds. Okay? So, AB ngayon is correct na siya ay in tension. And si BE ngayon ay tama na din na siya ay in tension also. So, yan yung forces natin for this problem. So, hindi na natin kailangan mag-analyze dun sa parts ng support to get the forces of AB and BE. So, kailangan lang talaga magaling kayong mag-analyze as to